So I have a feeling that there are going to be a couple pieces of game audio in this game that I'm hearing that I know from things like video game remixes and people playing video game cover songs on YouTube over the years, but I've never actually heard the original versions. Boy, this brings me back. I do remember, and if you will allow me to do a little bit of back in my day for a little while, boy, you can jump. Back when I was first taking an interest in things that people posted on YouTube, back in like the 2009, 2010 era, mostly 2010, there was not as much video game music out there in existence for people to do covers of, would be one way to put it. And games like Skyrim and games like people doing covers of like the Witcher games and that sort of thing. Those were not things yet at that point, and I would like the big mushroom, but I can get those later. Instead, what you heard, consequentially, what you tended to hear a lot of covers of, video game music wise, was things like, I think I am not able to get the ones up there. Things such as the earlier Super Mario games were big ones, obviously. The first 4 generations of Pokemon, because did not mean to hit the virtual console menu button there. I don't think even Black and White were out at that point. 2009, 2010 era. Those came out in 2011. Did they? Yeah, those came out in 2011. And you heard a lot more. Oh, I can jump on the fish, and they will die. You heard a lot more stuff like the early Pokemon, the early Legend of Zelda games, like pre-Skyward Sword, even pre-Twilight Princess. I don't think Twilight Princess ever got that much attention by way of video game music covers. And things like the old Mario games, such as the Super Mario Land games, you rarely hear that nowadays. And Yoshi's Island, I keep hitting the X button. Yoshi's Island and that sort of thing. And I do miss it. I do like a lot of these songs. Can I grab that? Thank you. Yes, I can. Super Mario 64 still does the rounds on the video game covers parts of YouTube once in a while, but not nearly as much as it used to, which is somewhat unfortunate. Is that a seahorse? What is that? I feel like I can estimate how much time is left on the star thing based on how fast the music is going. Cool, thank you. I like that. I need to get to the end. I need to get to the end fast, because I am running out of time, because I did die. Oh boy, what was I even talking about when I left off? And I lost that mushroom immediately. It's a bit of a weird thing. It's a bit of a different thing to be nostalgic for, admittedly, but I heard myself get a 1-up there. Can I get the mushroom without losing it instantly? I cannot. Alright. Anyway, yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing to be nostalgic for in a lot of ways. Ooh, god, that could have been a disaster. But nevertheless, I'm certainly not going to... Okay, good, you're off screen, you despawned. I'm certainly not going to say no to the video game music covers that we do have nowadays. Not by any means. Don't trust myself to try and get there. There we go. I'm certainly not going to say no to the video game music covers that we do have nowadays. But it's a bit of a lost era, one that's probably not coming back. The days before the high production value, Insane in the Rains and that sort of things, when most... Okay, that's it for you. Most of these videos were literally just filmed by people with their camcorders, like stacked on desk chairs and that sort of thing. And there was a bit of a we don't know what we don't know sort of dynamic. And it was a lot of fun. Not as someone who ever was a musician themselves, at least. We will not speak of the times in which I tried to be. But out of there before it explodes. It was a lot of fun to, okay, that's weird. Sir, that's extremely weird. Oh no, I didn't create a restore point, did I? Oh well, you know what? I have like 7 lives. I can just hit that button with my finger on the touchscreen now. Alright, let's see. Oh, this is halfway through the level, okay. I see there are sort of two ways to go through this. There's the top path and the bottom one. You can, if you please, don't do that. There's really like 3 ways to go through this level, but okay. I'm curious, how many of you are watching right now? We're like, oh no, oh that, okay. Not gonna take credit for that, like, double jump thing. How many of you watching right now were around in YouTube in that era and remember what I'm talking about? I have to wonder. The days of, God, what else was going on YouTube in that era? There was a lot of, like, all around, there was a lot of, like, we don't know what we don't know. That was really before people were doing any of this for a living. Probably the biggest, if I can wait for that, probably the biggest, no, I guess, oh, I have to be quick. Nope, too late. Probably the biggest gaming channel of that era was, Chugger Conroy, by probably a fair amount. There was also, I guess, Smosh played games. I can't think of too many others.
Hey.
Obviously, oh, interesting. We've got I'm gonna restore point real fast. Is this an auto-scrolling? There's also Super Skarmory, which some of you may know. I have a bit of a history with that YouTube part of the internet. There was also I'm trying to think of who else there was. There was a lot of like weird machinimas. There was, for one, the channel and later multi-channel network called Machinima, but also just people doing that. Okay, I can't hit you on the head, I suppose, when I'm doing that. There were also just people making Machinima-style animations. I don't remember too many of those off the top of my head. I never really participated in that or really got too into those, but I do definitely remember that they existed. Let's see what else. There are a bunch of like what today we might call like skits, like the Stupid Mario Bros was one. That's a very came out of nowhere. Speaking of remixes and covers, I'm realizing now that this song is kind of sort of a remix of its own of the original Super Mario Bros. Music. Very interesting. Can I get through there? I can. But yeah, Super Mario Bros. Was very, very, like, late 2000s energy. It was, sort of the film version of the sort of humor that you would find on a site like Newgrounds. There's gotta be a checkpoint since then, right? Okay, so I'm not gonna go all the way back to the beginning. Newgrounds obviously was a lot of animations, flash animations, and such things, and the YouTube equivalence was people making their own... That was the exact wrong thing for me to do there. People making their own amateur films on come on YouTube. I've been told, and I was definitely not really... Okay, made it past that section this time. I was definitely not familiar with this in the slightest. Things like in the 90s, like the home video things. It spells out my name. Were sort of the precursor to even YouTube. Alright, got a 1-up. Gonna pick up as many of these as I can and hopefully not get squashed. But I had no interest in 90s television. Or anything of the sort. Are we... Okay, is this like... Oh wait, I can hit B to shoot my own projectiles, and I didn't know that? And I could have done this whole time? Okay, there's a checkpoint like right here. Don't know how many times I'm gonna have to hit you, but... Alright, I'm draining lives. I will reload the restore point if I have to, but I'd rather not have to. I'd rather just, Oh, I can hit A or B. Alright, fancy. We'll do this. I'm down to 2 lives. This is like how many lives I started out with. Wow. Game, give me a break. I'm trying to, like, reminisce about old YouTube things. Oh, no, okay, this is my last one. I am not going to take any chances, and I am going to load that restore point. Yeah. Yeah. On the plus side, I can do this now. Oh, yeah. Alright, I think this is the end. A bit of an interesting dynamic here is, let's see. You know what? Do I have to hit you, or do I have to smash those blocks? Oh, come on. I do not know about this projectile attack I have, and let me actually, not do that, maybe. But let me actually see if I can... get in here, and instead of fighting you, just like hit the switch, and that did it. Knowing that I have the projectile attack means that, one, I do have a way to fight back against all the enemies, but two, I was playing a lot more aggressive, and in the end, that probably got me killed way more times than I did the first time through. Which is, there's something to be said for that. Anyway, are you also not Daisy? Thank you, Mario. Oh, Daisy. Boink, and it's an octopus. Alright. Well, that's par for the course as far as Mario games go. Let me see if I can get myself a nice 3-up. Nope, that's a 1-up, which I'll... Oh, no, yes, okay, the ladder. I will take that, but... thank you. Very much. And now, I will be creating myself a fresh restore point, and I will be ending the video here. So... My name is Dragonite, this has been Super Mario Land! In the next part, we will be working through what I assume is like World 3 or something like that. I hope you all enjoyed that. I see Easter Island in the background, so that's the theme of this level, and this world. And I will see you all later.